Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is TokuFan22, and I have, for the most part, returned. I just wanted to give you a few announcements and updates and just kind of fill you in on what's been going on. I've been extremely busy as usual. I'm dealing with some stuff on my job as well as dealing with school, and so far things seem to be going pretty well. I'm a junior now in college, and I hope to be graduating soon. Basically, I got one more year, maybe a little slower because I'm doing the whole school thing part-time, so either way it's definitely going to take some time, but much closer now that I'm a junior. Gaming wise, I've been getting back into a couple of games that I haven't really played in a while, mainly due to time. Warframe being one of them. And I've even had a chance to grab some new weaponry. As you can see, I'm here playing using the Excalibur Warframe. Since then, I've updated that as well as the other Warframe that I have, the Vault one, I believe. I'm really starting to get back into Warframe, and I've even finished up the two story missions that they had. It took me forever though, mainly because I just hadn't been playing in a while, and usually when I fire this up I'm playing alongside my brother, but it's definitely gotten a lot more interesting, especially with the updates that have come up. Another game that I've been playing, which you'll see in a little while, will be Overwatch. That game has gotten a lot more fun, especially since I have not necessarily mastered, but I've gotten much better at a particular character that I use, and you'll know who it is soon enough. I even had the opportunity to give her a skin that I've had my eye on ever since the game first dropped, and it's basically just been a fun game to play, and that's it, at least for that. I'm sure that anybody that's been watching this video has been wondering what the heck that was at the beginning of it. It was a drawing that I created of a basically what will be my cosplay. It's a suit that I created. Some of you may have seen it before at Epicon last year, which I'll talk about Epicon in a little bit. And I've just basically updated my suit. I really think that it's turning out much better than before. I know that it's been like a good amount of trial and error a few times, but I think I'm getting much better at it. It's holding really well. I worked really hard on it. I even had a little bit of help with it, which I'm very thankful for, especially with certain areas of it that needed a good amount of precision, but that's a long story. But it won't look, I can tell you that the suit itself will not look exactly like what I drew, but the concept of it is pretty close, because I ended up making some changes as I kept making it. So it's basically right there. It gives you kind of a good idea of what to expect when I unveil it. I don't know if I'm going to unveil it online just yet, because that's actually what I plan on wearing to Epicon. Speaking of Epicon, time is winding down. It's going to be November the 5th and the 6th. It'll be a 2-day event. It's going to be held at the Civic Center here in Albany, Georgia. And anybody that wants to come, you're welcome to join. Come out there, have a good time, enjoy seeing people in costume, enjoy the contests, meeting some of the people that will be there. You can find all of that out on the website, epicon-georgia.com. I actually have a picture of that, which you'll see soon enough. Anyway, another game that I've been playing, well, there's actually a couple of games that I've been playing that I hope to be able to play with my brother at some point. They'll be 2-player co-op and all. One of them is a game called Alien Nation. Anyone that has played Zombie Nation might be familiar with how this game works. Just switch out the zombies with aliens, and you have and as far as the characters, It's basically people in high-tech battle armor. Uh, I actually will have a video posted with gameplay of that later on, because there's some things that I kind of want to discuss about it, but it is fun. Another game that I've been playing is called Brutal. It's a very unique and interesting game. It's like they took a lot of the elements of Gauntlet and basically a lot of the other dungeon crawling type games. And I guess like Dungeon Alliance, if anybody's heard of that game. And they just kind of tweak things a bit. I'll probably have some gameplay about that too. But it's 2-player co-op. Probably a couple of more players, especially online. But it's actually pretty fun. You're basically this warrior. You have a choice between a wizard, an archer, an Amazon, and a warrior. But you choose the character that you want, and it has a very unique art style that uses alphabets, and they seem to like help form either the body of any of the characters or the enemies, as well as the weaponry, pretty much everything, including the scenery. And it's just kind of hard to put in words. I'd have to let you see it for yourself if you hadn't played it already. Another thing that I would like to mention, those of you that are friends with me right now on the PlayStation Network, feel free to look me up. Some of you already have, but feel free to look me up if you need any help in any particular game. If you need an extra cannon or two in Destiny, or if you need somebody to roll with you in a certain mission with Warframe, or pretty much any of those games that I have to play, then go ahead, give me a holler, and I'll be willing to help. No problem. Let's see, I've already mentioned Epicon. And another announcement that I need to make is that I just met up with my friend Des from Pocket Change. And he let me know that he and the rest of the gaming group, who I've mentioned in my videos before, they're actually going to go to the Gwinnett Brawl in Duluth, Georgia. And there's going to be a lot of good fighting games over there. I'm sure Mortal Kombat X will be there. I know Guilty Gear Xrd Revelation. Or is it Revolution? I hadn't really had a chance to play that one. Of course, Super Smash Brothers, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Basically, Pocket Change is going to go up there and, I believe, dominate. They have some pretty cool players out there, and I wish them the best. If you would, just give them your support. Let them know you're rooting for them. You can go out there and see the battles for yourself. But I hear that it's going to be really, really awesome this year. Again, Pocket Change, good luck to you guys out there. And hope to hear some good news. Let's see, make sure that I've covered everything else. As far as other cosplays, again, I've worked really hard on this suit, so I'm hoping that everybody will like it. I'm still not too sure if I want to unveil it early. And I have another pet project that I'm working on as far as cosplay. And, but I won't say anything about that just yet. I'll most likely be posting that one online, probably a little closer to Halloween. And I think I'm going to end the video on this note. I gotta give a shout out to Mars Girl. It's been something that I've been wanting to say for a long time. I like the shout out that she did. I like the video that she did for when she had talked with, or was sending out a message to Toy for the new Kamen Rider that's coming out, Kamen Rider X8. I'm excited about this one. At first, I felt kind of bummed out because I actually had came up with a Kamen Rider of my very own, which of course had the same theme but looks completely different. Some of you might be familiar with that idea that I had. I may post videos of it later on, but it was basically another video game themed Kamen Rider. It was something that I had been working on for about 11 to 12 years. And I felt that this was one of my best creations. I still do. But for when I first found out about what the theme for this Kamen Rider was going to be, I was actually kind of down about it because I was hoping that maybe at some point I would be able to somehow be able to get my foot in the door and present this idea to Toei. But of course, that didn't happen. Now I already know that the entire Kamen Rider franchise belongs to Namco Bandai, Toei, pretty much all completely Japan's bread and butter. And I really don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it, not anymore, because first off, it's their property, and second, this was still something that, for those that I've unveiled this idea to, they liked it, and it was a pretty nice concept. And I'm actually pretty excited to see exactly how they were able to pull this off with this one. And again, I gotta give shout out to Mars Girl because she talked about how the late Justin Carmichael, also known as Juwario, whom some of you may know, that created a Kamen Rider themed, a video game themed hero of his own, the Fami Kamen Rider. I gotta give a shout out to Mars Girl because that was a really good, heartfelt message that she sent out to Toei, basically saying thank you, and that if he were still around today, he would really get a kick out of this. And I believe it, I really do. And I even had the opportunity to get in contact with Mars Girl myself, because when I showed her my idea, or at least let her know what my idea was all about, it was out of respect, because I wanted to make sure that there were no misconceptions or that the idea was stolen or anything. And I don't have the message with me right now, but she was actually able to get back with me about the message. And it just felt really good getting that message from her. Not just because she's well known, but because she was able to really explain it to me as far as how much compassion Juwario had for this idea. And I can really relate to that, I mean, he worked on it for a very long time. I worked on my idea for a very long time. And I wish that I had the opportunity to meet or even talk to him. I wish I had that opportunity. But all I know is that, I don't know. I guess I just don't have the words for it. But it felt really good to actually talk with Mars Girl about this, because just like he had compassion for Flying Kamen Rider, I have the same amount of compassion for this character that I created. I'll probably post some more information or videos about it soon, but you can find it on DeviantArt. It'll be under my name. I have like a couple of turnaround photos for some concepts, and but in any case, it was just it just really got me in the field. And again, I gotta give her a shout out to how well done that video was. I know I'm starting to run out of time here, but for those of you that are watching my videos, please continue to like and subscribe, and I hope to get back in this with you soon. So
Play of the game.
Yes.